Okay. Hello, class. It's me, Dan, again. And this time I'm going to try and help you, Ulrich. You have a question, something you came across, called Skeleton and HTML5 Boilerplate template. I haven't checked these specific templates out myself yet. However, I do know about this phenomenon. And I also know that it's a bit more advanced than what we're actually working with right now. So this just tells me that you're actually accustomed to code here. But nevertheless, I'm going to try and help you the best way that I can. Now I have a website here called CSS Tricks. This page is extremely good. It gives tips and tricks on actually how to make fancy stuff work. Now the specific thing about this website that I really like is that when I start resizing the entire page, it's actually going to adjust. You can see it like now, and I'm going to try and go from right to left. See how I move, like how the menu, the text, the column, the content, everything is just trying to scale into whatever size I'm actually trying to make it have. Like even the menu, see, it's gonna make now like a 2-bracket thing, and eventually it's gonna be something as a drop down, and now it's basically this website have the size of a mobile phone, and this is really cool. And I've actually only worked with it like once, and it wasn't really advanced, but I could really see the selling point of actually working with this, because if you have a client, you could always say, well, your website, it has its standard format where it looks the best, like full size. But if you were looking at this page on a mobile, you will look at like something like this, and it has been adjusted. If you don't adjust your website to all the different resolution devices out there, they'll just look at it in full size, and then they'll have to zoom a lot, on their iPhones, and that can be kind of annoying. So I really like this. This is actually really fucking cool. So how can we actually make this? Well, I'm going to show you a very basic way of showing you how they actually are trying to create this. And we're going into Dreamweaver. I'm going to hit New, HTML, change it to HTML5, hit Create. Inside our body, we're going to have some just some filler text. So we have this, lorem ipsum. I'm just going to fill it in. We're going to save the document inside our folder called Ulrich. We're going to name it Ulrich, like this, and I'm going to save it as an index. Now if I'm opening this page now, you can see that the text is just going from left to right, but if I start moving, you can see that it's already actually having this function inside it. And why is that? Well, the default function is actually set to have no size, so my page does not know what size I'm actually having, so it's adjusting it already. Well, let's say if I want to have my page of a certain width, say, well, we don't really like that, we want it to have a width, so we're going to create a container, which is div id equals, and then the name of the container. We're just going to call it wrapper. You can call it whatever, that's not the case right now. And inside this, I'm just going to close it. Inside this container, we're going to style it. We can style it right away. You can always create a CSS style sheet, but I'm not going to do that for now. It just takes time, okay? So I'm going to write style directly, and whatever style I give it here counts for this container. So we're going to give it a width and 1200 pixels. And I'm going to save it, and I'm going to update it. Now you can see that all my text actually fits at 1200 pixels because it's inside my container wrapper. And if I start moving the text just to off here, you see, then that's where the problem is. The text is not following with me. So what can I actually do? Well, you see, the dimensions are actually kind of funny here. If I give it a style with 100% instead of a pixel, then it's communicating with me. Okay? So that's actually a really interesting way of how you can create things here. So if you give it 100%, it will always read it as what is the size of this browser window, and then we'll always fit it out. Now I would probably say that this is not 100% complete, because we will probably have to see it in a fully functional website, but I'll promise you this, the next major projects that we're going to make in school, I'm going to try and look through this and make it work like completely. So you're going to see a header and you're going to see a menu. It's probably not going to be the best looking thing because I just want to see it work in practice, but this is definitely how you can work with it. I hope it helped, Ulrich, and I really say that, you know, this is worth, you know, knowing, definitely. And if you know something that I don't know, please share it, okay? I hope it helped. Take care. See you.